Barakatah Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Barakatah Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Barakatah Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Bashim Makak Wadash. Double honor to all the apostles, all the bishops, great millstone. Peace and blessing to the hopeful elect of Israel. Shalom. All right, it's gonna be another video. I'm still in the Civil Rights Museum. I'm in the Museum of Mississippi section. Okay, when they speak on Gad, the tribe of Gad, so-called North American Indians. All right, so I'm gonna call this video the Choctaw and Chickasaw are Israelites. The Choctaw and Chickasaw are Israelites. And we're just gonna get right into it, okay? First thing I want to point out is that the Choctaw have a form of the creation story, okay? They have a form of the creation story, man. You know, you read a little bit of this here, okay? Now it says, Nanai Wa'aya. In the Choctaw creation story, the creator fashioned the first people from clay in an underground cave known as Nanai Wa'aya Cave. Now, the focal point, it says how the creator fashioned the first people from clay. That's in the book of Genesis. Okay? That's straight out of the book of Genesis, man. You know? And something also I want to note is that the Choctaw and Chickasaw spoke Hebrew. They spoke Hebrew, man. When you read this, this is the Choctaw language. You know? And they have it for you at the bottom of each section here. At the bottom of each section, they have a translation written to where the Choctaw can understand it. Which, you know what, Mississippi was, you know, pretty much Choctaw Nation. You know, it was a great portion of the Choctaw tribe that resided here, man. And a lot of them still reside here to this day. So I want to point out how the Choctaw have a form of the creation story. Speak about how the Most High God, Yahweh, formed the first people from the earth, you know, from the clay or from the earth, you know, and they spoke Hebrew, all right? The Choctaw and Chickasaw spoke Hebrew, as well as the other tribes in North America. All right, and I want to point this out as well. All right, they knew where they came from, you know, and they're speaking about the migration story of the Choctaw and Chickasaw. Now I'm just gonna get to the point here. We'll start at the top. The migration story, it says, guided by a sacred pole, two leaders named Chickasaw and Choctaw, which is where you get Chickasaw and Choctaw. All right. Ultimately, it's from these two leaders here. They led a group from the west. At the end of the day, they would stick the sacred pole straight into the ground, and each morning they traveled in the direction it leaned. One morning, Choctaw was convinced that their upright pole signified that they had reached their homeland, which, you know, their homeland is really the land of Israel. Okay? Now it says Chickasaw disagreed and believed that their homeland lay further eastward. You know? So the Chickasaw, they knew, or the Chickasaw, going back to this man Chickasaw here, you know, ultimately the people that would be known as the Chickasaw, they knew that we were from the east. Our homeland lay further eastward. It's from the east, man. You know? So that's, you know, three things to note. All right. The Choctaw and Chickasaw had a story of the creation. You know? They spoke Hebrew. All right. Because this language here is pretty much a corrupted form of Hebrew. And I was looking through it. I didn't see any E's. Okay. You know, there's some V's and O's in there. But nonetheless, this is still a form of Hebrew. It's corrupted Hebrew. All right. So they have a story of the creation. They spoke in Hebrew, and they knew that their homeland is eastward. You know, and they have better depictions of them over here. All right. You see better depictions of Gad. You know, not that other mess I was looking at earlier. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, there's more proof that we are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of, man. All right. So if I see anything else, I'll be back with another video. For right now, I'm gonna say shalom.